When we got accredited in 2007, it was an onus of putting things into place. And therefore, best of the things were put into place and we were able to work it out. But the next challenge was ensuring that what has been put into place is capable of generating not only desired outcome, but standardized and optimal outcome.
To give learners a choice with which they can learn what they want to learn, we have devised and innovated a program which we call as the Academic Appraisal Program. Students, they give a feedback on 10 educational objectives, and after analyzing, we may be putting it for remedial or reinforcement education. Those classes are either taken up again or they are capsulated and briefed up again with the students. The most difficult question to answer is when a young couple comes and tell me if I should sell my farm to give treatment to my elderly mothers, and he has 2 daughters which are looking at my face. So to decide upon past and future is very difficult. For this, we made a very innovative community scheme which we call as the Aadhaar scheme, wherein we try to gather all the elderlies, bring them to screen the hospital together so that this built up a support amongst each other instead of relying on their dependent populations. And not only this, they are provided free of cost treatment. Further, they are screened for 3 days, including going into various sectors of health services for cardiology treatment, for diabetic treatment, for cataract treatments. We have 22 buses which we call as community health bus services, which go to them, bring them in the morning and drop them back after their checkups and adequate healthcare deliveries.
The School for Health Professional Education and Research. This is one of the centers for excellence. The school takes care of the academic ambience of the entire Datta Mege Institute of Health Sciences through the unique creation of its 5 departments: Department of Curriculum, Department of Teaching Learning, Department of Assessment Evaluation, Department of Competencies, and Department of Educational Research. Apart from this, school takes care of the capacity building of the health professionals. Till date, we have trained more than 2200 faculty members in this teaching technology.
As an educational institution, you are governed by rules, regulations, adherences to stipulations, statutory councils, regulatory councils. Therefore, it was thought that let us create certain excellent creative generating places which may not be directly under the ambit of these restrictive rules and regulations. And that gave me the idea of creating centers of excellence.
The Center of Excellence, Arogya Setu, has been developed by the university arising out of the need that local populace is deprived of resources, particularly towards their well-being, including the availability and accessibility to healthcare. Now, this center, Arogya Setu, is to build the connections between community and tertiary healthcare.
We have identified various specialized areas and have created the centers of excellence, which as of now, which have reached optimal level, are 10 in number in different walks of life, integrated to a common cause of adding authentic quality generation to the chosen areas. And therefore, real sense of excellence what we contemplate to be created within the educational system, but with a degree of freedom and autonomy. This experimentation has worked miracles. And therefore, I am really very proud to say that the centers of excellence conceived and generated in the university, they have dispensed a very stellar and heavy responsibility, which has given a wide credence and credibility to them, making it a real focus, which is perhaps a glittering focus of the university and stands on its own footings. As I told you, each center of excellence has picked up one area of indulgence and in respective area. So today when I say 10 optimally functional centers of excellence, 10 important areas are being catered to, where teacher centricity, learner centricity, community centricity, system centricity, and integration centricity. These are the 5 important cardinal considerations. Umpteen examples where the creative contributions generated from these places have affected the policy making, and virtually they have been converted into policy as a whole.